Hey there, Contractor Cab here with Overseas Contractor Academy, and today we're going to do another one of our contractor lifestyle videos, and this one I'm going to call the 3-year plan. So stay tuned for Contractor Cab's 3-year plan for living the contractor lifestyle. See you in 12 seconds. Okay, so what is Contractor Cab's 3-year lifestyle plan? Basically, what I tell people is that it's very hard to go from one thing to something else that's a lot more difficult. It is far easier to go from something difficult to something a little easier. So think about like whether it's a work thing, a workout thing, lifestyle thing, whatever it is, like anything in your life, it's hard to go from like you're at some place where it's not so bad and then you go something to where it really sucks. That tends to like not go over so well. But if you go from something that really sucks to something that may suck but it sucks way less, okay, well at least this is an improvement, right? So keeping that concept in mind, Kevin's 3-year plan is to try to start off somewhere that sucks, because basically when you're working overseas, in some ways, the more the job sucks, the more you're going to get paid. And what I mean by that is when you're in Iraq or Afghanistan or someplace that has direct conflict and the amenities ain't so good and all that, they know they've got to compensate you to live there and to do that kind of work. And so they're going to compensate you very well. They're going to pay you very well. And so the first year, if you can arrange it, spend that year in Afghanistan or Iraq and make the bigger money. So, because it's been my experience that for the contractor lifestyle, the first year, it's a big learning curve, but it's also about getting out of debt for most people. Americans tend to carry something like $20,000 worth of credit card debt and on average, and have a negative savings rate and all that. And so to turn that around, you got to pay off those college loans and pay off those credit cards and all that, and that's usually stuff that happens in the first year. And so if I know like, hey, that's my goal, I'm just going to fast forward it as much as I can and go somewhere where I make as much money as I can, even if it sucks, because I'm trying to get out of debt. I'm trying to get those, you know, it's like debt should be like visualized as that the old school like cartoon ball and chain on your ankle. Like that's what that is, man, and it sucks. So get out of debt, and that's the first year. Like you basically get out of debt. You buy yourself, everyone does it, man. You buy yourself one nice toy, keep it in, you know, keep it in check. Don't go buy something stupid. But, you know, like maybe you always wanted to have a nice laptop, or you know, something that's like, you know, just 1 or 2 paychecks worth of money, you know. Go ahead, you know, go for it. For me, I always had wanted to do like a Vegas vacation, so I did that with me and my girlfriend at one point, and that was like a big deal for me, being able to cross that threshold to where that became a reality in my life. So yeah, basically the first year, do it somewhere hard. So I went to like Mosul, my first job, and saved up a bunch of money and got out of debt and all that. And then yeah, so that first year was all about piling up some money as fast as I could and getting out of debt as fast as I could. So make that your first year. Okay, and then so for the next 2 years, do something comfortable. So basically you cut your teeth in Iraq or Afghanistan, where, you know, the amenities may not be so nice, and you know, it might be tough working there, but that's where you're going to make that 120, 130, 150, 170,000. So you make that money for a year, pile it up. But after that, then you go somewhere comfortable like I'm at right now, Kuwait. So go to Kuwait, go to Qatar, go to, you know, somewhere that's not so bad, and it's a support location. And if you do that, you're still going to be on 6 figures or close to it, and you're going to have no debts, and because you've worked before and you've already paid off all those debts. So now it's a lot more sustainable. It doesn't suck so bad. So you're like, okay, yeah, I can hang here for a couple years and still put good money away and not make myself nuts in the process. So that's kind of a big thing, is being able to go somewhere that's sustainable. And to me, I've done 2 straight years in Baghdad before, and it was tough. It was really tough. So I would never describe working in Iraq as sustainable. Did I know people that did it? Yes, absolutely. I knew guys that had been over there 3 and 4 years, and unfortunately for them, they had stayed there long enough for their wife to divorce them and take the house they paid off and take all the money in the bank account, and so they started over from square one. And hey man, sucks for you. Don't stay there so long that happens to you if you're married. But basically, I have known some people that stayed there for a long time, but most people, Iraq and Afghanistan, man, it is tough. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never lied about that. I said, oh, when you get over to Iraq and Afghanistan, you're just going to kick your feet up on a big cushiony stool, and it's going to be just, so easy, and life is so breezy. Like, no, it's tough. It's tough to work over there. They wouldn't pay you what they're paying you if it was like so easy. But you go over there and you put up with it, you endure it, you do a good job, and then you get this massive amount of money. And with that massive amount of money, you pay off all your debt, you set yourself up, and then when you come somewhere nice like Kuwait or Qatar or Bahrain or Oman or Saudi, somewhere where there's not any kind of like direct conflict, and you're living like a normal life where you probably have at least a day off a week, maybe 2, you probably stay in an apartment, all that, it's so much more sustainable, and mentally it's a lot healthier. So yeah, that's Kevin's 3-year plan, is basically use your first year to like really maximize your earnings, get your experience, then come somewhere that's a lot more sustainable. So that's the plan, and if you do that within those 3 years, man, you're set up for life.
From here on in, you consider my ass retired.
Jesus Christ.
Don't blaspheme.
God damn it,
I said don't do that.
So now you can make some choices about what do you want to do. Do you want to start a business? Do you want to just invest it and get a rental property? Whatever you want to do, but you're set up for life, because whatever you've created the freedom, and you've created that breathing room, and you're no longer stuck on that US treadmill that so many people are stuck on. You don't need all those, when you're overseas, you learn you don't need all those things that keeping up with the Joneses kind of mentality tells you that you need, like, oh, my SUV's 2 years old, I should get a new one, or just getting the Chevy SUV is not enough, I gotta get the Cadillac one. Like, no, you don't need any of that crap, man. If you've got a good, reliable vehicle, don't upgrade just to look like you're blinging and you're balling and all that, but now you've financially put yourself behind the 8 ball. Like, nah, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you earn the money, do what you want with it, but the smart use of it, use your brain, man. You spend your money on things that put money back in your pocket. That's the best advice. It's Robert Kiyosaki. If you've ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, if you haven't, you need to, but that's something that he talked about. Spend your money on things that put money back in your pocket. And so there you go, there you have it. Do the 3-year plan and set yourself free, set yourself up for the rest of your life, and from there you can make decisions from a place of freedom, and not a place of basically being caught on the wheel. There you have it. See you next time. Hit the like or subscribe if you enjoyed it.